Hello, friends. God bless you. And today, when I went to church, I had this question, so many questions, whys. And then, as I started praying, somehow Holy Spirit helped me to change my attitude from asking God why. I started asking, based on Jeremiah 33:3, it says that ask and I will answer. And I realized that I was not asking the right question. So I started asking God that how I can fight my fight, the battles that I am in, how I can fight. Would you teach me? And God started teaching me so many various ways to how I can fight my battle. And he specifically showed me three things to fight my battle. One is I have to fight with the prophetic words that were spoken over me. Second thing God showed me is I have to sing about the goodness of God. I have to trust in His goodness. And the third thing the Holy Spirit brought to me was a table. Psalm 23, the psalmist says that He prepares the table in the presence of my enemy. And I started praying about it. Bible doesn't say that what God is preparing a table. When we prepare a table, we put the plates and cups and silverware and paper napkins and we prepare the table. But when God is preparing the table, what He is preparing and why He is preparing and where He is preparing. If you invite me to your home, your table is in your home. But Bible says that He prepares the table in the presence of my enemy. That means King David realized that wherever my battle is, wherever I'm fighting my battle is, I don't have to go to God. God is bringing His table where my fight is. That's the first thing. And it was so refreshing to realize that God is bringing His table. His table, not mine, not anybody else. He prepares His table for me. Now, when I try to understand what He's preparing the table with, then I have to go back to Old Testament and I realize that there was a really table. And on that table, they were putting a showbread, 12 of them, 6 on one side, 6 on another side. And the bread, each bread comes from the different tribe, 12 tribes, so 12 bread comes there. And it stays on the table for 1 week. And at the end of the week, the priest consumes that bread on the showbread and replenishes it with the new bread. But when they consume the bread, they will not leave a single grain or crumb anywhere. They will consume everything. And that's what I realized, that when God is bringing his table and He's preparing His table for me, that means He is providing me a strength and a strategy to fight my battle. And Jesus claimed that I am the bread, and whoever eats this bread will never get hungry. And then I realized that what David is saying, that I'm fighting so many battles, but when I'm consuming Jesus, basically, Jesus was not in. There are so many different ways Jesus is manifested in the Old Testament. When we consume Jesus, something happens in our body, and we will get that strength to fight our battle. And the second part, I realized that with the table, always there are chairs. But in tabernacle, there was no mention of chairs. So when God is preparing a table for me, why He's not preparing a chair for me so I can sit and eat? And I realized something, that this battle is ongoing. There is a non-stop battle. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to relax. All I need to do is keep consuming Jesus, get the strength, and keep fighting my battle. And the second part is, if there are more than one chairs, I would invite the uh, like a devil or forces of darkness. I could invite them, and they can dine with me, and they can sit by me, and they can influence me, and they can make me weak. And that's why God doesn't want me to have any company with any forces of darkness. The victory happens. Victory is there. Victory is guaranteed there. But I don't have to invite the forces of darkness with my stupidity, with my ignorance, with my sins, whatever you call it. I don't have to invite them on the table. I don't have to be part of them, or they be part of me. All I need is, when God brings the table, when I need to just eat and fight. And I realized that what I asked God earlier, can you teach me how to fight? And then I realized that God is teaching me, really. He's teaching me that all I need, I don't need to ask, I need this or I need that, I need this strategy. My battle is real, but Jesus is real. The bread of life is real. I don't have to worry about how it will be replenished, who will replenish. God says, Jesus said that I am the bread. My source will never, I will never exhaust. You can keep eating me. You can still consuming me. And then you will have a victory. And I believe that God is speaking with you today also. If you are fighting your battle, I just explained one part, then fight your battle. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Because God, there is always a fight for God's promises and God's purpose. But victory is always ours. So fight with the prophetic words. Fight anchoring yourself in the goodness of God, and fight with the eating the bread that God has prepared for you in the battlefield. I hope God has blessed you today. Thank you.